Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Chris's Collectible Corner, and for those of you who are new, thank you for coming through to tune in for this review. And today, we're going to be comparing the Kamione Gogeta Blue against the S.H.Figuarts Gogeta from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. But before we get into the comparison, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment below. It helps the channel more than you know. So here we have both Gogetas getting ready to go head to head. We'll be comparing the visual aesthetics, accessories, and articulation to find out which is the better figure. With that said, let's get into it. Alright, so taking a look at the visual aesthetics of both of these figures, standing side by side. First of all, I just want to mention the colors are actually a lot more similar than I thought they would be. I mean, the Kamione Gogeta, the blue on the belt and the ankle wraps are a little bit darker, but they're still within the same wheelhouse of color blue that the S.H.Figuarts one has. Same with the vest, but once again, Kamione gave us an additional pair of vests. That is this one that's more like a lime, yellow, green kind of color, where the S.H.Figuarts is more of just a regular yellow. The belt on the Kamione figure is a lot longer. The paint applications on both of them are kind of non-existent. My particular copy of the S.H.Figuarts Gogeta for some reason looks like he's been playing baseball all day and has like dirt stains on it. I remember someone saying in the comments, don't keep your figures in the sun and that will happen, but the thing is, I don't display my figures. They're like all in storage, and this guy has been in storage for maybe like 2 years, and other people also said theirs looked like that as well, where they didn't display it. So it might have just been a manufacturing issue that went on when these Gogetas were released, but for that reason alone, yeah, it's kind of ugly, and the pants are kind of dated, you know, the mold and all that being 2.0. So I'm curious how they're gonna update it with the new New York Comic Con Super Gogeta. Looking at the muscle mass, the Kamione Gogeta is actually a bit buffer, where the S.H.Figuarts looks a little bit scrawny. And look, I'm not going to sit here and just kind of trash the S.H.Figuarts, because you know what? At the time, we all wanted this when it came out and we saw the promo pictures, so we're like, oh man, gotta get Gogeta. So to me, it's just interesting how figures evolve with time and how they can be better implemented, but at the time, we thought it was great. I mean, it's kind of like video games, right? Like when PlayStation 2 came out, or Xbox, or PS3, we thought that was the realest graphics ever. Like, it can't get any better than that. And now you look back at those graphics in comparison to the graphics now, and you're like, wait, what? It looked so good to me then. Like, I didn't know it could get better. So I think that's a fair comparison with this. And then once again with the head sculpt, yeah, you can see the Kamione Gogeta has a much fuller and vibrant color for the hair, but also a much fuller volume kind of look as well, as far as like the hair itself. Now, the S.H.Figuarts, I know it's supposed to be blue. That's a Super Saiyan demoniacal fit head on there. I couldn't find it because I was originally going to get this figure custom painted to make a Gogeta, so I actually got rid of the blue hair and was going to use the Vegito head. But now that I have the Kamione Gogeta, I'm probably going to use that instead to make my custom Gogeta. But yeah, overall, the Kamione looks better as far as the aesthetics, and the silhouette of Gogeta, I feel like it represents him better. The baggier pants, the more defined muscles with the slim waist, where the S.H.Figuarts one, he just looks a little too scrawny. Looking at them from the side, once again, the profiles are pretty similar, but once again, it's kind of the same thing. The Kamione Gogeta just seems like he's a bit fuller, like he's eating more, he's on a healthy diet, where the S.H.Figuarts looks like he's kind of fasting right now. Same thing on the other side. The one thing I will say, I guess looking at it from a profile view, as you can see, like the hair sculpts, like as far as like the shape of the hair, aren't too different. I just think it's the way they implemented the technology. I mean, S.H.Figuarts, the faceplate is connected to the front bang, so you put the whole thing on there, where the Kamione, you kind of connect the faceplate into the front bangs and then you connect it in, so it's like a whole different system. And I think because of that, it allowed them to sculpt the hair a little bit differently. And then looking at the back, yeah, as you can see, I think once again it's a bit more apparent. I mean, the S.H.Figuarts, his triceps are a bit more defined than the Kamione Gogeta, but like I said, the Kamione Gogeta, he just looks more full, like he's eating. The vests are the same, so they don't have those segmented cuts to help with the articulation like the DF one had. So it seems like both of these were able to figure out the articulation without having to do that to the vest. And then as you can see from the back as well, on the lower half of the legs, the S.H.Figuarts, this is the 2.0, and you can tell that by the waist area because it's more segmented and has those floating pieces of plastic by the groin area. So this way they can actually kick their legs back. Where the new 3.0 models kind of have this diaper where visually it looks nicer, but it does hinder the articulation from them moving their legs backwards. So yeah, if you couldn't tell by now, visual aesthetics, I gotta give it to Kami 1, but I think that was obvious. Alright, now looking at the accessories, up top we have the Kamione Gogeta accessories. So he comes with a pair of crossed arms, swappable forearms that are for the Muay Thai fighter with bandage wraps, 7 different pairs of hands, and an effect piece. When compared to the S.H.Figuarts, we only get 3 pairs of hands. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious who's winning in the hands and arms department. And then looking at the heads, Kami 1 up top gave us 4 different hair sculpts, a base head, 1 Super Saiyan Blue normal, Super Saiyan Blue with the halo, and a windy hair effect, and 5 different faceplates for each form, totaling 10 faceplates. Where the S.H.Figuarts only gave us 1 faceplate for the base head, 3 different facial expressions with the 1 hair sculpt of the Super Saiyan Blue. I'm just using the Super Saiyan by DF as a stand-in because I can't find my Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta head. So yeah, again, Kami 1 is sweeping in this. I mean, we get 4 different head sculpts and more than double the amount of face plates than you get with the S.H.Figuarts one. And then the last bit of accessories that the Kami 1 Gogeta only has, he came with 2 pairs of vests. One which is a bit more of a orangey yellow, and then another one that's more of like a lime green yellow. So each coloration came with 1 stagnant one and 1 to simulate it blowing in the wind. So you can actually take off the vest of Gogeta and swap out the butterfly joints, so you can actually have them without the vest, which is something you can't do at all with the S.H.Figuarts. So again, I think we all know who wins this one. Alright, so now let's go over the articulation of these figures. We're going to start with the Kami 1 first. So we'll start with the lower half. Let's get his arms out the way. I mean, you can kind of see already. Good elbow bend, bicep rotation, so yeah. Alright, as far as the legs, he can kick that high. Alright, can he kick back? No, he can't kick back because he got the diaper. And if you do it, you have to kind of do it at a weird angle, so it's not really kicking back, as you can see. Alright, then he can do the splits really nicely. See, perfect split. Thigh rotation. And what I really like is that they have this flap here, but it doesn't hinder the articulation at all. Like, just works. Then a really nice deep knee bend. There you go. Same here. Alright. Then he has this extra piece of articulation right here on the ankle wraps. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but there you go. That part itself moves. And it has a little bit of rotation as well. So that's nice. Same on that one. And then with the feet, he can go down a lot. It kind of look like he's floating in the air. Go up a lot. Straighten this out. And then you can go in and out. So yeah, you're not gonna have any problem getting this guy to like get a stable pose or get a stance right, because as you can see, you have a lot of options with his ankles. So alright, now let's look at S.H.Figuarts. Let's get his arms out the way. As you guys can see, elbow bend, bicep rotation, so that's that. Alright, as far as kicks, he can kick higher than Kami 1, which is a plus. Plus, he can kick back, which is also another plus. And that's because of this system right here. Can he do a split? He can't do a full split. I think if these pieces were missing, he could, no problem. But because these floating pieces are there, that stops it. Thigh rotation. knee bend. Not as deep as the Kami ones. But yeah. And then for the feet, you can go down a good amount. You can go up and then turn in. Kind of limited though. Not as much range as Kami 1. Yeah, and he doesn't have the articulation on the ankle straps. So there you go. So that's his lower half. And look, I still think this is a great figure. You know, it's dated. You know, it's an older mold. We're in a new era of figures. So yeah. Alright, so now let's look at his upper body. Waist rotation, no problem. Nice ab crunch. No gap at all. You can lean back. No problem. Can wiggle side to side. Nice. We already saw the elbow bend and bicep rotation, but shoulder rotation, as you can see. Plus, he has this forearm rotation. You can actually rotate his forearms. So that's an added, articulation that the other one doesn't have, or many figures at all. So there you go. His belt can move around a lot more, and it doesn't pop out, so that's a nice plus. He could look down a good amount. He could look up decently. I mean, he's hindered by the collar. Can look side to side. Can shrug side to side. Alright. And yeah, that's really that. Oh yeah, and I guess if you want, just to show you that, you can go past 90. So yeah. And obviously these things are the same as S.H.Figuarts, are on ball joints. So yeah. Alright, S.H.Figuarts, you're up. So we saw elbow bend, bicep rotation. So let's straighten them out now. Shoulder rotation, no problem. Oh, he cannot go past 90 at all. Yeah. Those plastic pieces, I don't know if you could see them like right in there, hinder that. So, alright. Ab crunch. Got a good ab crunch. See some gappage, but not so bad. Ooh, the lean back, that's ugly. I mean, he could do it, but that is ugly. Alright. He can shimmy to the side. Oh, he can do that a lot. That's pretty good. Waist rotation, no problem. This thing moves around, but it's pretty simple, nothing crazy. Alright, and then head. He can look down, but be careful, the faceplate will pop off. Can't really look up at all. So that's that. Side to side. Oh, see? Faceplate popped off already. And left to right. So yeah, I think overall, I mean, I'm sure you guys could tell at this point, gotta give the articulation to Kami 1. It's better, more updated, and he can just move a little bit better and has added articulation points that this one doesn't have at all. So yeah, Kami 1 gotta take it.
Alright, so as you can see, we have a clear winner, the Kami 1 Gogeta Blue. Now, just recapping all the sections that we went over, from visual aesthetics to accessories and articulation, Kami 1's Gogeta Blue won in all categories. So, that being said, hopefully this helps inform your decision on which one to get and where to spend your hard-earned money. Just let me know in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Do you prefer one over the other, or are you going to wait to pick up the New York Comic Con Gogeta? That aside, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.